Core field stabilized. Intaro Atun.
Hey there, StarCraft fans, Talk Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of what? StarCraft Brood War Remaster. Today on Eclipse, a map I really enjoy. It's going to be Snow and Ample. Now, is Ample a great player? Yes, he is. Is he at Snow's level? I don't think he is yet, but he can take down giants, right? That's what Ample's superpower is. Just like Soxtree, he can take a game off of anybody in StarCraft. So, top right side of Eclipse, it is Ample. Bottom left, it is Snow. Snow and Ample here for you today on a Wednesday. If you're enjoying the cast, hit that like button, subscribe, all that great stuff. Trying to get to 75,000 subs. Thanks for helping me get to 70,000 subs, you guys. You are the best. I really do appreciate each and every one of you who has subscribed to the channel. You are the greatest fans and greatest supporters anyone could ask for. Keeping StarCraft alive in 2026 is an important thing to do into the future as well. So APVT here on Eclipse. What's it going to be? Reaver drops? I think it's going to be Reavers here from Snow. And yeah, not a hard guess, right? Snow loves his Reavers, and this is a good map for Reaver dropping. A very, very big, well, fairly big main base, right? Not as big as some, but look at this. Look at all this room for activities for Reavers, man. Also, back here you can drop. Also, right here you can push. Also, there's a third base you can drop in. So, this is a Zerg favored map. This is a Protoss favored map. Terran kind of struggles on this map according to the official statistics. Official stats, as I like to say. And look at it. Racks coming up. No CC first on a two-player map. No Nexus first either. Gateway warping in from Snow. And a gas block. Easy gas block. So now we have to decide, are we going to take SCVs off of Mineral Gathering and try to take down this assimilator, or are we going to wait for a Marine and delay our gas for our factory to take down this assimilator? It is a hard decision to make, and we'll see what Ample decides here today. They're taking his own gas. We're going to see when he expands, right? There's going to be a Cyber Core, but based on that gas timing, not until one gate expand at all. Go. Cyber Core, maybe. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Are we going to go into an expansion here without a Cyber Core, dude? Snow. Nope. Oh, second pylon. SCV's watching, waiting. Are we going to see? Are we going to see a second Nexus? And pulling off SCVs. That's the answer right now. Pulling off SCVs. A Marine tasked with shooting out that assimilator as well. The timings are established at this point, right? Don't immediately take SCVs off the line to take down this assimilator, but at around 2:30, right? SCVs off. Marine can join you. And bam, done, and immediately taking it. SCVs back to work. There's the Cyber Core. Okay, so it's not going to be an expansion before Cyber Core here. This is a respectful opening here from Snow. He knows Ample's reputation. He knows he can lose here today, but is this barcode, does he know this barcode is Ample? He's playing standard, right? The timings are good. The SCV pull is good. So he's like, is this light? Is this barracks? Or does he know? Are they practicing against each other, right? Sometimes it's just practicing against somebody that you know, and even as a barcode, right? The established position here. You would know, right? You called Ample on Discord, and now you're playing Ample. Even if it's barcode, you know who he is. Bunker coming up. We've got a command center in production. We still don't have a Nexus on the way here from Snow. Again, oh my gosh, range before expand. Snow. Your respect here from Ample today will be recorded in the Book of Respect. I like it. I like respecting your Terran player. Factory on the way. And this bunker is a sign of respect as well, saying, all right, we have ranged Dragoons on the way, so we need a bunker to help. This Zealot as well. Need help against this Zealot. I don't like Marine Micro against Zealots or against Dragoons. Against a good Protoss player, it feels futile, right? Always getting like 3 or 4 kills is this Zealot, unless there's a bunker because it protects from Psyblades. Supply depot up there. We got a second factory on the way. How many factories will we see on 2 bases before expanding or before a 2-base timing attack? That's the question. Robotics facility warping in. Observatory, I think, first, and then I think we're going to see a robotics support bay on 2 bases here from Snow. Like I said, a good map for Reaver dropping. So, machine shop, first upgrade is going to be Spider Mines. This SCV doing a bit of a jig, saying, hey, I don't want to get to work. Can I just do a jig here first? And yes, but now you need to get back to work. Thank you very much. Third Nexus warping in at the 9. And Engineering Bay for turrets as protection against the Reavers. And you know how that works, right? Machine Shop is done. No upgrade here. Not enough minerals for an upgrade. Now we have enough. And, oh, right into siege mode. All right. So, 2 SCVs off the line to take down the attacks of this Dragoon and their friend. Simple math, as always, right? 3 Dragoons, 3 SCVs. 2 Dragoons, 2 SCVs. SCV Scout, dead. There it is. Observatory at the front, I think. Just helping to wall off against vultures that are surely coming. Production tab says, no, we got a tank on the way. No vultures, but siege tank here. Again, enough to shove away 2 Dragoons. More than that, right? 3 Dragoons, I think, right? 4 Dragoons and 5 Dragoons is enough to snipe down the siege tank. But here we are with 1 siege tank and 2 Dragoons. The minimum that you will see up the left side. For a third Nexus, shall we? No, we're making Reavers. There it is. Ah, robotic support bay at the 3rd. I didn't even see that. Blindness, blindness. Observatory at the front, as I said, and then look at this position on this robotic support bay. It's not going to be scanned. Also, there is not even an academy here. So, scanning is nowhere near available here from Ample. No available scout to SCVs, right? No Dragoons and Zealots. Nope, can't get a scout out that way. But just assuming, right? He knows this is Snow. This is Snow's handle. Juke tube, right? So, third Nexus on the way. Siege mode is done. High ground siege tanks. The nemesis of Dragoons everywhere as he slowly seeps into the ground. Goop disappearing between the seams of these metal plates. We do have vultures on the way, speed and spider mines at the same time on 2 separate machine shops. I love that answer here from Ample. First machine shop, siege mode. Second machine shop, spider mines and vulture speed. Yeah, 1 Dragoon left behind to block against vultures and Reaver shot. Blah. Okay, we have Reavers. Confirmed Reaver attack. Confirmed Reaver attack. Quick, make more turrets. Quick, Engineering Bay. Scout to make sure there's not a shuttle flying in before I can see it. Excellent job, Engineering Bay. Gateway in production. Spider mining all over the place into a mid-game here of a PvT. And again, how many racks? Just 2. Just 2 racks here. We are looking to a third base. I think third construction on a command center will start right here within the next, I want to say, like 120 seconds. Right before the 10-minute mark, I think. Probe transfer to the 3rd. Vultures here saying no fast fourth. Very good, but oh my gosh. No, into this base. Is it blocked? Holy crap, it is a block. I thought this gap was enough for vultures, but obviously no. Are we trying to get through? Ah! Glitching through. Vulture inside the hen house. Fox inside the hen house. Juking with speed. Just getting all over the place here, but no, pinning the vulture. How many kills? At least 4 or 5 kills there. Glitching through with a spider mine. Oh, Ample. Your tricks, your bag of tricks is very, very good. I like it, man. Supply depot and an academy on the way for scanning. A couple more factories coming in. So just 4 of them, right? And the fewer the factories here at 9 minutes, the more likely it is to get a third base, the Terran player. Again, not a guarantee. It is not like you have to get a third base if you don't make 6 to 8 factories, right? But no. We've got 5. We've got 4. Just kidding. I can totally count. We've got vultures protecting the third base here on the low ground. We've got Dragoons moving out here too. We got upgrades for the tanks in production. And there it is. Check it out. Command center on the way. 9:15. Hey, I called it. In the next 2 minutes before 10 minutes. Very good. Observer, obviously we saw the observatory and clearing the spider mines as always. So just kind of setting back here for a macro game. Counterattacking as a Protoss player is a good skill to have against Terran. Siege tank pushes, another good skill for a Terran player to have. So getting down to this location is basically a game-winning maneuver here for Ample. Snow knows this, so he's going to try to delay. He's trying to prevent that as much as he can. And expanding himself. Observer says, can we see that? Can we see? Yes, we can see the command center. Look at that. Look at that. Vision on that observer. So Probe on a magical mystery tour of his own saying, hey, let's expand here. There's a spider mind there. Ah, Vulture inside the base again? Dude, 4 kills on that Vulture. He's going to get a couple more before he dies. 5 kills and bam, down. Dude, Ample keeping the probe count down as much as he can. Still 63 probes here at 10 minutes. Snow is no slouch. At macro, obviously. But yo, up the left side, no scanning. Seeing any sign of carriers, got to watch for that too. Stargate, yes. Templar Archives too. Usually means arbiters. With the Stargate and an Archives at the same time. So no sign of an expansion here. Again, this technically qualifies as a ninja. It's not a big map. It's a 2-player map, but this counts as a ninja, right? Because you're not expected to expand there. And if you can expand here, I don't think it'll get scouted for a while, and that's what a ninja base is. Just taking a base that the other player, your opponent, doesn't know about and doesn't even suspect. So up the left side, never mind. Expanding up the left side, this probe's like, I thought I was going to expand to the 4th base, and no. This is an expansion to the 4th base. Very good. Floating to the 3rd, we have 7. 7th factory in production, expanding to the 3rd base. We got a Vulture here blocking against Dragoons, which again is not quite a deterrent against this many Dragoons, but okay. We've got speed on the way for the Zealots. We've got pylon. Gate. Look at this. 2, 4, 6, 8. What gates do we appreciate? These gates. It's these gates. +1 attack is done for the tanks. We've got a Reaver drop coming into the main base. Turret down. Can we take down a lot of supply depots with this? Yes. Snow says we can take down a lot of supply depots with this. Supply blocking Ample. Yes, we can. Bam. Supply blocking Ample. 4 SCVs. Almost down here. 4 supply depots dead here too. But Reavers against Vultures, no match. Siege tanks, a little bit of a bigger threat here. Taking down a Spider Mine with a Scarab. 3rd base is happy. Again, supply blocked, not for long because we lost units. That is the worst way to get unsupply blocked, is losing units. Look at these SCVs transferring through a war zone. No! We are dropping Zealots on top of tanks. Look at this tank bombing we're doing. Look at that shuttle micro here from Sanu. I'm loving it. And look, forcing a liftoff on the 3rd shuttle is dead though. Uh-oh, this shuttle has 2 Reavers in it. That is not a shuttle to lose at all. But look at this, denying the 3rd base. Uh-oh, Ample's in trouble. If your 3rd base gets denied by Snow and he's got a 4th base and a 5th base on the way, that is an uphill battle from this point on. But can we defend? Can we defend it? The answer is maybe. We've got 2 Reavers here, happy enough to snipe down Vultures. And Scarab, wow, taking down 3 Vultures there. Downtown shot there, 3-pointer from that Scarab. I didn't think it would detonate, but it did and took down 3 Vultures. Siege tanks on the high ground here. Oh, taking down a Reaver. 2nd Reaver down 2 from the Siege tanks. And now, no more delay. 3rd base lands. No more Mr. Nice Guy. And 73 SCVs to 55. Sorry, 73 probes to 55 SCVs. Expanding down here, too. Dude, Snow is bullying Ample right now, but maybe overextending. Right? Maybe an overextend. Look at this little secret group of Vultures. We're hiding. And can we get in there? Yes, we can. Will we get out again? Probably not. So let's just pull back. Stormin Norman. Stasis on the way. I said it was Arbiters, and the answer is yes. Arbiters. Arbiter Tribunal is finishing up. So we got Storm, we got Shuttles, we've got Zealot Bombs, we've got Arbiters, we have Stasis. These are the answers to tanks right now in Snow's, well, in his bag. Again, Carrier's good too, but that's why we scan. That is why we scan constantly saying, hey, Snow, you going into Carriers? Your answer is not yet, but we could at any point. Boy, sure hope you had enough energy to scan and see when the Stargates are coming up, and more Stargates too. But look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. 6th warping in now. Doubling up the base count against Ample. Dude. And a delay on the 3rd base too. Ample, my guy. I don't feel good about this. You shouldn't feel good about this. Look, Zealot bombs all over the place. How many tanks are going to die? Ah, Storm. 2, and tank down, tank down, tank down. These tanks are dead. At least one of them is dead, but okay. Enough upgrades anyway. +1 armor, very good. +1 attack here for the gateway units, for the ground units, for the Protoss. And Vultures are like, okay. We need to check to make sure there's no Dragoons here. Okay, we can expand there if we need to. Expanding here would be a pretty good idea as well. And Vultures bullying these Dragoons, spider mining the Dragoons. They're dead, and the Vulture. Oh no, the probe transfer. No, ill-fated. Ill-fated is this probe transfer, dude. These cannons are not enough to dissuade these Vultures from getting in here and killing every single probe that transferred to this base. Check it out. Every probe is dead. Every probe. 60 probes remaining to 59 SCVs. Wow. Even worker count, double the base count, but that was a big hit to Snow's economy. No probes. No probes at this base. Cannons late. Not enough Dragoons to defend. Shuttles were late too, and the Vultures got in there and did what they needed to do. Ample. Ample attack there from Ample. We've got upgrades continuing here for the Terran player. 2-2 in production. No upgrades for the Protoss. His gas is going to more Arbiters, more High Templar. Stasis is done. EMP would be a good answer to these Arbiters, but I don't think there's a science vessel yet here from Ample. And no, there is not, but we're scanning. We're scanning. We're checking for carriers. No sign of carriers. Making High Templar. Good. Just keep making High Templar. Keep making Arbiters. We can handle those. Recall on the way here too. EMP on the way. I guess there is a science vessel. Here are the natural base with the armories. Okay. So EMP, good answer to Arbiters, as we all know. And Recall. I love a good Recall, man. You know I love a good Recall. Recola is what I say every time there is an excellent Recall. Coming across the map. Cloaked by an Arbiter. Again, my favorite sound. One of my favorite sounds in StarCraft is this. Recloaking and uncloaking. Recloaking and uncloaking. Whoever designed this sound is honestly a sound design genius. I guess we're not. There we go. Decloak. Recloak. It's just such a nostalgic sound for me, and probably for you as well. Zealots up here alone. I guess we do have High Templar and 3 Dragoons, but yeah, man. This is the bulk of the Terran army, my friend. Just get away from here unless you have more than this. And yes, falling back indeed. So, high ground siege tanks here can provide a good staging ground to take down this Nexus. And again, the reason we have double the Nexus here versus the command center is because Nexuses are going to die. That is the Protoss way. Losing Nexuses, that's fine. We have more Nexuses down here to the south. We have 74 probes. Wow, it was 15 probes built since the massacre at the 5th base. 6th base, right? Oh yeah, 6th base. We got a solid Kadiran core. Recall inside the natural. Psystorm available. What's it going to be? SCVs die, or can the Zealots handle that? Responding tank army. Very good. But again, recalling at expansions is my favorite place to see an expansion being taken or being hit by a recall. Recalling inside the main, not my favorite place to go. So Snow, very good stuff. SCV's down 75 to 43 workers. Dude, Snow ahead now. He needed to get an attack off. He needed to balance the scales, and balance the scales we did. Insane. Insane in the membrane. Up to the 12 o'clock base, 11 o'clock base, I guess it would be here from Ample. No. But this base isn't dead yet. This base is not dead either. 76 probes, where we like to be. Making another probe here, I guess. Going up to 80 probes, dude. I don't think Snow... Is he keeping an eye on his count, on his probe count? Maybe, maybe not. Enough energy for a recall? Not quite yet, but there's enough energy for a stasis. So, EMP available? Yes, on the science vessel. Thank you very much. EMPing High Templar, EMPing Arbiters. High priority targets for a science vessel, but EMPing a big group of units, also a pretty good priority. Yeah, look at this. Just fainting in, and the Arbiter goes back. He knows. He knows getting EMP'd turns his Arbiter into a paperweight. And EMPing High Templar turns them into a paperweight, but at least you could put two High Templar together and make an Archon. Arbiters are just useless once they've been EMP'd. Can't even merge with another Arbiter to make a Super Archon, which would honestly be very, very cool. But not very practical, I would say. Upgrades. 2-2 for the siege tanks. This is time to move out, dude. Only +1 attack. No armor at all for these ground units for the toss. Another expansion from Snow. Crazy stuff. And Arbiter into the natural again, I guess. Or maybe all the way into the main. Can we get an EMP off? No. Dude, recall in the main? Recall in the main. How much damage will we do? Let's take bets, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to be enough to offset the cost of this Arbiter and this many gateway units? The answer is probably not. Vultures are dying. Great. Supply depots are dying too, kind of, but not really. Refinery's going to die, I guess. Targeting the refinery. Vulture's getting taken down all over the place. But, okay, Science Vessel died. I like that. Vulture's continuing to die, distracting for a counterattack here from Snow coming up. There's high ground siege tanks waiting for you. Is it going to be a stasis for this Arbiter? I don't know, but yeah, look at this. One supply depot died? Oh no, hold position bug. Oh no, not even attacking anything. Oh, okay, that again, recall not enough. Oh, stasising every single one of the tanks at the third base. That is an amazing stasis. 187 to 127 supply. And here we are at the third base. Citizens Arrest available for these SCVs. Well, Vulture's helping as well, but I guess it's kind of a ride along. But look at this. A couple supply depots died, not even supply blocking at all. 6 kills on this Dragoon. Citizens Arrest is all you can do here, man. And SCVs, again, good against Dragoons. Dragoon is dead with 7 kills. Up this side, a full 70 supply advantage here from Snow right now. And yeah, I think this is it for Ample. Good Vulture run by. I think that was the high point here from Ample, but Snow just a little bit too good today. Delay on that third base, expanding fast, and I think that was just a little bit too hard for Ample to overcome. Man. And that's it, man. I think this is going to be it for Ample. Just a ridiculous showing here from Ample here on your Wednesday. But yeah, like this video, subscribe, do all that great stuff. And even if you're a Terran fan, that was a great attack by these Vultures, but just not enough. Not enough when there's already 6 Nexuses. A 7th Nexus? Come on. Even Flash couldn't win from this position. Well, maybe he actually could. Down 100 supply. With 4 bases, 2 of them are mined out. Maybe Flash could have won. Which is the meme, as always. Maybe Flash could have won. But yeah, look, not even any EMPs getting tossed down. It's like we're not even worried about this Arbiter, I guess. Or maybe not even worried about winning this game. But yeah, just right-clicking on the command center. It's going to die. Not even +3 attack at all. Not even working on +3 attack. Oh, the repair. Is it enough? The answer is yes. Saving the command center. I like that, but nope. GG. Ample taps it out. Holy cow. What an insanely good game there from Snow. And yeah, Ample did a good job here, but the recalls, the stasis, the expansions, every single base has been taken here on Eclipse. That doesn't always happen, especially in a 23-minute game. But just blink and all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases, keeping the Terran on his toes. Snow, recalling inside the natural base, recalling inside the main, delaying the third, getting Dragoons and Zealots all over the place here, delaying this base too. And yeah, Ample got his hits in, got his licks in here too, but not enough. My goodness, 77 and 22 workers at the end, and avert your eyes, Terran players, as always. goodness. All right. Insanely, just ridiculously good game, as always, from Snow. 191,000 points to 161 in favor of the Protoss. Outproducing the Protoss player. Didn't expect to see that. But outkilling, outraising 21-1. Snow outspending a huge amount. 21,000 resources in 23 minutes. Ridiculous. All right, and that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Yeah.